fitness fanatics oftentimes are training too much to begin with. So there's a difference between optimal amount of exercise or strength training, which optimal means this is the perfect amount for your body at this time in the context of your life that is going to build the most strength and the most muscle, make you feel the best. Okay, so that's optimal. But then there's the most you can tolerate. And then there's beyond that, which is overtraining, right? The most you can tolerate is more than what is optimal. Now, what do you sacrifice with that? You actually sacrifice some gains. There's a perfect amount, and then there's more than that I can handle. So I can handle more and I'm working out more, but I'm actually getting less results because it's putting too much more of a demand or more of a demand on my body in terms of recovery, and it makes the adaptation process harder. So there's optimal and then what you can tolerate. And if you've been working out a long time, what tends to happen through, months and years of exercise is you start to slowly trend and move towards what you can tolerate. It's just natural. You work out, you've been doing it for a while. Oh, let me add more. This is fun. Wow, let me add more. Oh, I think I can handle this. Let me do more. And you move away from optimal and you move much closer to just the most you could tolerate. So you actually sacrifice some gains. So what ends up happening a lot of times with fitness fanatics is they scale their training back because they're forced to, and then they get gains. They get better gains. This happens to me all the time. Yep. I remember the first time this happened to me, I went on vacation and there was supposed to be a gym available where I went. They didn't have a gym, and so I couldn't work out. And it was like 2 weeks. So 2 weeks, no exercise. Then I went back, started working out stronger. And I remember thinking like, this is weird. Why am I
trips people out?
Yeah, why am I stronger? And I realized, I must have been overtraining before. And then there's other times when I've done 6 days a week and had to go down to 3 days a week, and I hit a new PR. So a lot of people listening right now, you may not just keep your gains. You may actually see yourself progressing more by reducing the volume and the frequency.
Yeah, the end game isn't to just keep piling on more and more and more volume and exercises, which is not really something that's like promoted often, and people don't understand that. It just seems like adding more of everything was always going to be beneficial. And so, to understand that like, there's times where if you can step away from it and you feel that and you understand that like, wow, my body is stronger from doing less or not doing as much this week, you got to adjust your training to appropriately find that dose.
Yeah. Does that ever happen to you guys? When you guys
still to this day?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's why we talk about this so much. Is that when you love training and as we all do, I mean, it's there's a reason why we're in the space. You tend to, get in the rhythm and motivated, and, and you do start chasing you start looking at your workouts as you're trying to do more and get better and lift more, and you keep pushing those limits, and you tend to flirt with overdoing it than underdoing it. Now that conversation is different for my client who admittedly hates coming to the gym and doesn't want so it's like, I'm always very careful like how I communicate this message, because there's the other portions, and I know there's people that are listening like, that's a terrible message because most people are lazy, and most people
put out the effort.
Right. But most people also that are those people don't listen to a fitness podcast. People who listen to a fitness podcast tend to be people that are into working out and they want to improve how they work out, and they're trying to dial this in and figure out all the hacks and figure out how to do it better. Well, so when we communicate this message, I think it's important to this audience that they understand that when you like to work out, when you get momentum, we tend to overreach. And I learned this lesson at least once a year, every year. Yeah. At least once a year, I'm in some sort of a zone and getting after it and feeling great. And be like your point, a vacation comes up, or maybe I've even had situations where I get sick. I get sick for 4 or 5 days, and I'm knocked out of the gym. And then you weren't feeling terrible. You're barely feeling better. You're back in there, and then I'm stronger. Like that doesn't make
you look better.
That's where you like it really opens your eyes. It's just like, wait a second. I know my body should not be feeling amazing right now because I just got sick for 4 or 5 days, and I'm back in the gym. I missed my routine, and then I come back stronger. That's always very glaring to me that, oh, wow, I had been overreaching.
Yeah, and even to take it to a more extreme level, for advanced lifters, taking time completely off oftentimes is a way to get your body to progress. They've done studies on deload weeks, and a deload week is really a week that you go to the gym and you barely work out or don't even work out at all. You can even consider an all week off a deload week. And studies show that people progress faster by including those. In fact, one of our latest programs, MAPS Anabolic Advanced, we programmed in deload weeks, and people are saying that they're getting great results just from doing that. So, and it's easy. It's hard to build muscle. Losing it takes a little while. It's not like losing stamina. Like if you run 4 days a week and then this week, last week, and then this week you ran none, you'll lose stamina pretty quick. Strength sticks around for a little while. It does. Of all the adaptations, strength sticks around, I would say, the longest. So that's working for you. Now, the reason why I'm saying all this is to kind of calm people down, because the biggest enemy in regards to this particular topic is the fear. Is the fear.
And overcorrecting and stuff, right?
Yeah, like, oh no, I'm not going to work out, I'm going to lose everything type of deal. It's like, no, the data is very clear on this. Even if you did nothing for a couple weeks, you're not going to lose anything at all, and oftentimes you'll come back and feel much better.